Hello again everyone, and welcome back to Otherworldly Encounters, where you can submit your NDE, OBE, spiritual or paranormal story to my email address noted here, and in the description section of this channel as well. No need to use your real name, you can submit anonymously and I will do my best to create a video with your story. Today's near-death experience comes from Sandi Taranto, who was abused by her foster parents for years as a child, and here is her story. Sometime between the ages of 5 and 7, I died. I was strangled, and my foster mother went too far in her fit of rage. I was taken to the hospital since I was unresponsive. They attached me to all kinds of machines. The doctor was furious, saying they had abused and killed me. He put me on an EEG machine to try to prove that I had brain trauma caused by the strangulation. They performed extraordinary measures and got my heart to beat again. However, as I remained unresponsive, the doctor argued with my foster parents to remove life support because I was brain dead. I then flatlined and was declared dead. I was watching as I stood beside my body as this went on. I felt very impartial, with a leaning towards relief. My suffering with these people had been catastrophic. For instance, I was forced to eat dog food from the floor, and I was so severely raped that my uterus was 75% scar tissue at the age of 8. There were many more examples of severe abuse, but this is enough to set the stage for the NDE. As I stood next to my body, I was relieved the suffering was over. I became aware of a being of light standing beside me. The being said, "Follow them." I turned back to watch the foster parents and the doctor leave the room. I followed in their wake. We went down a hallway and through a set of closed double doors that swung open and then closed behind us. We went down another hallway and around a corner to another set of similar double doors. They continued down the length of another hallway, entered an office, and then the doctor and parents began to argue. The being said, "Remember exactly what they say." I did so, and later I replayed this conversation verbatim to those involved in it. While they continued their argument, the being turned to me and asked, "Are you ready to go?" "What are you?" I asked it. "Don't you know?" "No, I don't know." I wondered why it would expect me to know. Its response was, I could call it whatever I wanted. Most people, it explained, called it an angel or a guide, some called it a god. But you aren't really any of that, are you? I somehow inherently understood this. It expressed pleasure and pride, what we would call a smile, and replied, "No. None of those are fully accurate, though all are as accurate as they can be, for the person deciding. Why can't I decide what you are? You have no preconceived ideas to get in the way of your understanding. You understand that you cannot truly know me while you carry the limitations of your body. You know whether I am good or bad, and whether or not you trust me. This is complete enough knowledge." Then the being took me into the presence of the great intelligence that created everything. I would call it God, though this word has too many misunderstandings attached to it in our world to be accurate. In this presence, I simply stood there. I felt love everywhere. It was thick and heavy and it had a literal physical presence. This presence was exquisite and magnificent. I also felt its gratitude for all of humanity and for all who must suffer in this place. It had weight, presence, and form. It is one thing I have never heard spoken of, that God is grateful to us and for all that we do. Then, I was taken into the universe. I surfed on sound. I tasted colors that we can't see, and for which we have no names on Earth. I experienced the fullness of the songs that the planets sing to each other, and the laughter of the stars. I experienced all that is, and the wonder of what exists. There was indescribable beauty, and such vast love and joy. I returned to the being who led me from the presence. I carried some of the presence with me, and will do so forever. I was taken back towards my body, by a long route through more stars and beautiful things. While we walked, the being and I spoke at great length. The final conversation went much like this. "You don't have to go back. It's your choice. If I don't go back, I will have failed. Much will fail. I didn't want to go back, but I felt a powerful draw to do so. You will be loved and welcomed home regardless. You will be celebrated, and there will be rejoicing and welcome. I then looked at my body lying there. I will know only pain if I go back. Yes. Still, the choice to return is your own. We will not decide. We love you always. I want to stay so badly. I looked at the being and felt its understanding and willingness to accept that. I'll go back. It wasn't a choice, but it felt like acceptance and knowledge. I knew I would go back. I had promised. I had work to do, even though it was really hard work. But I didn't want to go back. The being waited patiently, as feelings of my pain and desperation warred with my mental knowledge and commitment. I had just spent eternity in magic, wonder, and a wealth of love and gratitude, listening to celestial songs and ballets in a perfect world. Now I would return to squalor, abject misery, terror, and agony. And I knew it wouldn't end soon, either. I did return to my body and all the inherent pain, after an exploration of magnificence I cannot even describe at all. And here I remain for now. What did you think of Sandi's story? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed her story, please give it a like and subscribe, which is free, and will help this channel grow, and hit the bell icon, so you can receive a notification when I release a new video. If you would like to share a story with this channel, please email it to the address that appears at the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you will come back and visit again soon.